Now, it is Fortitude, the #1 player in the world. Currently, according to the ELO ranking, against the #2 player in the world. Happy has dominated the scene for 6 years until he who cannot be stopped came around and took the title off of him. Happy hasn't had a good year, but this tournament could make this year oh so much better. $13,700 to the earnings. And finally, the big win in a big tournament against Fortitude after a long time. Fortitude, his rise started 2023. And he got so much better every single week. He grinded games against Happy to edge out that W. Finally, in a show match. And then he repeated that at Dubai. And then he repeated it at Dubai again. And then he did it at Stars War. And then he did it a couple of weeks ago in the Dolphin Warcraft Championship Cup. Fortitude is the guy to beat. Happy is the challenger. Coming from the lower bracket as well. Best of 7. Last title of the year. Lost Tempo. Fortitude has beaten Happy many times. He has all the tools one needs. But Happy has played Infi yesterday, and I think this could be a big win for Fortitude that Happy played Infi yesterday, because Happy has displayed strategies. And while in the past couple of weeks and months it was lich no matter what, Happy is mixing it up, and he's going back to the Crypt Lord. That was one of the innovations, or changes, yesterday. And while Happy was also very stubborn and only played one hero throughout an entire series, that also changed yesterday. But he had to show these weapons yesterday to beat Infi. After Infi threw him to the lower bracket. So what did 40 learn from that series? He also saw that Happy is going Dreadlord 3rd. That he's going Banshees, but a bit delayed. That he's going...
Do I really have to count the dots? Kate thinking bow 7, right?
It is best of 7, my friend. Thank you, Fishy. He also saw the Dreadlord is coming. He also saw Happy is not that focused on that level 3-4 creeping, but rather on the fast export. And it's a lot more trading than before. And now it's up to Fortitude to find the answers to that. And that's the story of the game, everybody. Fortitude after a victory, saying, who can stop me? Who can stop we? It could just be Happy. Like Happy did in their recent show match. And also in the upper bracket quarterfinal of the Dolphin Cup. These guys are trading wins every week, basically. One finds a new challenge, gets the win. Couple of days later, that challenge is answered, and now the player who took the win first has another challenge to answer. And this goes on for 1.5 years between the two, and it's never stopping. We have seen pretty much every single unit of undead and human in their encounters. Necro wagons, a thing. Mass gyros, a thing. It's happening. Ghouls coming in with the Arras, and this is what we're talking about. It's all about the expansion. The players are stopping building town halls that early until, whoa, the Ghoul Arras is over. Our grand final starts with an Arcane Tower deny on a peasant, taking some XP away. This is now very stressful, and this is what this early game is all about. Archmage, Footy here, ready for the cancel. Crypt Lord, Ghouls here, ready to murder the workers. And this is going well. On both sides, to be honest. Crypt Lord has no staff, has no TP. This cannot be answered at the moment. And Happy has to give up this position. 40 has to give up this position. We're back to square one, just with higher levels. And they are very even. It's of course a bit unfortunate for Happy because now he's supply blocked. 40 with the block, flexing. Not only has 40 overcome his nemesis in Happy that he couldn't beat in 2023, he also overcame his decade-old rival in Lin in Don't Force Me Cup 2 weeks ago. So every obstacle that people put in front of him, he has eliminated. And it's up to Happy to break that. To break him. To stop him.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ghouls, beetles still harassing. This gang will stay at the natural expansion to shut down mining. One base goes in favor of the undead. Humans seem to need that expo. We don't have attack 5 minutes 40 in. Crypt Lord level 3 win.
A player's forces
Telestaff?
are under attack.
Careful. Huge mobility tool. Boots, telestaff, jump around, run around. These guys are firing on all cylinders in the biggest tournament of the year. And we go again. Wave after wave is crushing at the shores of Happy. And this is oftentimes what breaks him. Goes for the ziggurat first as that is close to finishing. Level 2 water elementals. Absurd damage output. So far Happy can hold and he can finally produce again. But what about that haunted? Is the water elemental seriously enough? He needs a couple of Archmage shots to be sure. Water Elemental is not expiring though and Happy has to cancel once again. When is it time for 40 to expand? It might just be time now. And is it time for Happy at some point to just tech? He's not doing that. 7-minute mark reached. This is 5 minutes of fighting. We don't have a clear winner. But it seems like 40 is stabilizing. But Happy again with the third group of ghouls. This is also something new. It's not the rotation anymore. It's ghoul waves. And Happy's ghoul control today against Colorful was one of the best of recent months. Definitely stepping it up compared to yesterday. And 40 might need a region scroll here very, very soon. This all fodder. But look at the XP, man. This is not too much XP just yet, but it might change right now. Level 2 Beetles, a lot more competitive, but 2 ghouls stuck in an encirclement. Big wins for Fortitude. Happy, maybe a bit too aggressive. He's defending a footman here. This haunted will probably come up. Maybe Happy is... Oh! Maybe Happy is eating these losses if he can get that expo up. But the staff, I told you, big moment of mobility. And now again the question, is this enough? Happy has built undead walls in front of buildings this time. Surround attempt doesn't work. Footman, Water Elemental laying in the damage. Nerup Tower trying the best. We will take a look on the left-hand side as soon as we can to see how much damage the Crypt Lord is able to do. But this is a second Water Elemental. This is 99% to cancel alongside the footy. And Happy has to cancel again. But there's still no human expansion either. Tier 1, all-out brawl in the debut map of the grand final. Nobody is allowed any technology. The summons on both sides go bad, sheared crazy. Archmage, 6k damage, gets the level up, gets the win. And stays alive. Triple Water Elemental, you can say sayonara to all your expo dreams. But I think this can be said about Fortitude too. It's not nighttime. You can't just go back to the fountain. And this is 40, maybe a bit scared. Happy sees how low he is. Happy knows how to read a watch. This is no healing for a long time. No scroll of regeneration for that Archmage either. Crazy aggression. And how smart to go for the shop. We don't see that enough, as it does take a lot of time as well, but with skeletons and beetles, you might have a shot. Archmage level 4. Endless stream of water elementals. Slow. Archmage is getting a little You're getting a little brave here, and no more workers at the gold mine. Happy with attempt number 7 or something? More damage is another cancel. 40 has given up on this situation, or does he? New militia called, footman thrown into the brink. With the Crypt Lord not around. The Crypt Lord lurking here. We got a staff now too. 40 gotta be careful. Oh, sees the staff. Impale is on level 2. Scary, scary situation for 40, who can still not heal. Happy at the ready. Town portal dodges the Impale. Life-saving moment for 40. But again, how do you heal? You need to run. He got the shot back up in the meantime. Brilliant, brilliant warcraft. But did you expect anything less? Did you expect anything than the best possible Warcraft 3? Then you're dead wrong. And this is tier 1. 11 minutes, tier 1, 11 minutes, 1 base. Who needs to tech? Who needs additional income? And who finds a better way out of this?
A player's forces are under attack.
Lots of losses on both sides. Despite being on 1 base, 40 was amassing 1,000 gold. Plus 11 footmen. How the heck is that even possible? Happy's Expo at 80%. Lots of... Ooh. Are these ghouls? They're on patrol, right? Interesting. But here come the water elementals. It is so many footmen. The Crypt Lord is finally back home after such a long time. Gunning for surrounds. This Impale didn't hit too much, to be honest. It's still footies versus ghouls. Split attacks, water elementals. Now that the building is finished, are not that impactful anymore against the buildings, but against ghouls, they're just mass murders. And Happy is losing a lot of ghouls here. Archmage dribbles out the Crypt Lord. Seems to be safe here. And he comes back right on time when the ghouls were about to retreat. Imagine a heal scroll now. The value. The ghoul kills. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. But what about the Archmage on the other side? We have another Impale in a bit. But that's social distancing for the Archmage. Ghouls massacre. He still has 10 though. That is the distraction. That is the time for 40 to get his own expansion up. A wild back and forth in the first 13 minutes of this game. And now things might calm down for the next 30 seconds or so. Or maybe not. Happy is on 2 crypts already. He didn't tech, but he kind of semi-teched. 2 graveyard, 4 fiends. No mana no more, so you don't have to fear an Impaler can play a little bit more aggressive. Level 3 water elementals up. Water Torrent on tier 1. And I love that switch by Happy. Seeing that these even more powerful water elementals are on the horizon, switching to a unit that has a better armor type against them and can actually survive a shot or 2 from them, as they do so much average damage. Beetle's back, Ghoul's back, Archmage at home. And it's not that the Crypt Lord is under-leveled. No. He's getting close to that level 5. Happy holds here. Lots of losses. Many dead ghouls, but his lumber economy is more than fine. He's still able to pressure. And he's level 5 as well. Woo! Did you enjoy the early game of map 1? Where both heroes end up level 5 before the tech is halfway finished. And people say Warcraft 3 isn't the greatest game of all time. Delusional.
A player's forces are under attack.
Everything we've seen so far is cinema. And we've only seen 3 types of units and 1 type of hero. Defend at the ready. While Fiends are definitely better versus Water Elementals, Footmen are amazing against them and can compete even on lower numbers as they just don't take damage from them. But for the damage we got Impale, and for the damage we got Beetles and Skeletons, and we got a myriad of these summons. Archmage, chasing, happy, blocking, saving. Can only delay the inevitable though, as that Fiend is burned to a crisp, and happy with the second Fiend loss here most likely. Overstaying a little bit. Oh, switches the attack already. Brave Archmage. Are you gunning for an Impale? Wait, he surrounds himself there. Goes for the staff. There's an Impale. 40. Mega mistake. Mega mistake. And that's the first big one of the game, and Happy exploits it immediately. That was the first flaw of any of the players. First, he switches too early from attacking that Fiend. And then he was a little lost, moving 1 meter too far to the side. Boom, dead. He had a lot of gold though. Tavern revive. But the game is a little bit in Happy's favor, maybe? That was a huge boost towards level 6. Double Arcane. Scout Tower, upgraded to Guard Tower. Tier 3 has started. Mountain King immediately. Fiend position is solid. Arcane and Guard Towers don't do much against them, but with the lack of Unholy Aura and Coil and statues, there's a timer on this. Second heroes spawn the exact same second. Ain't that fascinating? And here they are in the fight, both of them. Lost Temple has seen some grand matches this year. What a re-addition to the map pool that was, by the way. Shout out. But you don't want to fight into hammer time. I gotta say, Happy is dealing with this Mountain King really well. Always shots onto him. Has to play the Mountain King more defensive than he would love to. But still Fiend losses. Why couldn't the Archmage teleport? Impale cancels the teleport. That's why.
A player's forces are under attack.
The stage is set. I think it's fair to say that the early game is over at the 18-minute mark. And now we unfold our techs. Double workshop, double barracks, and Griffin Aviary. We stick with the 5 production buildings. I think that's good. Can be a high variety. And while Happy went somewhat blindly into Banshees every single time in the past 2 weeks, we don't see that anymore. Lich Third, that's the downside of the Crypt Lord. It kind of prevents you from using Dreadlord. And that could be a chance for Fortitude to exploit. Not the greatest anti-mech hero this Crypt Lord is. Big mana potion Mountain King. Hellstone Mountain King. Very tanky. 40 goes for gyros as he knows that the destroyer push is imminent. 40 isn't as rich as he would love to be honest. He's pretty broke actually. How is he supposed to come up with solutions? It has to be the towers that 40 invested a lot into. Oh, Impale though. Aiming for the Lich for a little bit. 40 is just distracting. But 40 has to catch up 27 supply. When the heck did that happen? GG. That Archmage loss cost a lot. And Happy flows over him at the 18-minute mark. Exclamation mark for the winner of the lower bracket. We are not banking at 50 at all. We're not holding. We got 4 production buildings and we press the buttons and we get the W. But yeah, this was a high octane game. And it was brilliant for 17.5 minutes. And then you lose an Archmage on level 5 and that cost so much. That cost the world. Lost Temple. Going to Happy. The best Warcraft? Hell yeah! And we haven't even seen casters yet. We haven't even seen human tier 3 units yet. The best is yet to come. But Happy is 3 steps away from ending the year on a high note. And to recover a little bit. Happy usually starts well into a series. There's no real difference. He just turns it up. Historically, he turns it up in game 4 and 5. Even though he lost a little bit of that confidence in the past couple of months. But man, no better day to bring this asset back as well. Now we get into map pick territory. The loser plays on the loser's map. And so we should expect more one-sided games in a bit. As the next one is Hammerfall. And Hammerfall, what a double-edged sword this map has become. From insane tugs of war to 5-minute matches. We've seen a lot of 5-minute matches on this game, on this map. Is one player that dominant? Are comebacks impossible on Hammerfall? And where are we going? 2 expansion positions. Expansion is the way. Canceling expansions is the way. The first big question hero choice by Happy. Sticks with the Crippy. Sticks with the Crippy. And it's a Mountain King by Fortitude. I'm sorry, it's not Hammerfall. It's Terraner Stand. Am I dumb? Jesus Christ. Terraner Stand. Wait, since when does Happy not veto Terraner Stand? In my brain, in the past 6 years, Happy has always vetoed Terraner Stand. It's Terraner Stand. What did he veto if it's not Terraner Stand? Then the Mountain King makes a lot more sense, obviously. What does he veto if not Terraner Stand?
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe springtime?
Player's forces are under attack.
Interesting. Oh, that's a Mountain King with a big mana potion. Good luck with that. Crypt Lord selling the altar to be able to afford an expansion. Expansion's very popular on Terranostant. Against the Mountain King, brave! But I guess if you lose the Crypt Lord, the game is over anyway.
A player's forces are under attack.
Terranostant, to be honest, I didn't even know that's in the pool. There was no game on Terranostant that I casted, I think. Is unsummoning the altar really a thing? Yeah. You don't need it until the start of tier 2. Resources are very rare in the beginning. It's like selling an item, basically. Mountain King. Bit unfortunate with the slippers, but you know. More armor and a bit more attack. And then we end up on 2-base, 2-base.
A player's forces are under attack.
Terranostant has a huge rush distance. Not as the eagle flies, but as the wolf walks. Because of these bridges and how the sea, the rivers are centered. Mountain King coming in with the clap! Oh boy, I think Happy got the big one. Gets the item, which is also a big mana potion. Another item up for grabs, but Happy stands on top of it. That's the Cloak of Shadows. Could be a play-making item here if he hides in the shadows, as there's obviously no reveal. Mountain King super disruptive. Now the question, is he going for the potion or not? Waiting for it. Gets the Berserker for free. And let's go. Saves it for later. Oh boy. He got the Rogue and the Renegade. The big Renegade. Sick play by Fortitude. Coming in with the staff. Footy's up there as well. In the meantime, little bit of harass. This isn't creep jacking. This is creep stomping. It was certainly a creep clapping. And the high octane warcraft continues. Happy makes the choice to not defend his expansion against that MK. He wants to inflict more damage on the other side. Militia are here. The work continues. Piercing damage. Pretty amazing. Look at the levels, dude. He gets the big one. And Impale didn't stop it immediately. That's right. That's right, he didn't. He was waiting till the Mountain King was there. Probably as surprised as we were.
The town is under siege.
Incredible play. And yeah, how do you stop 40 and how do you stop this Mountain King? He got rid of the mana potion. He is very hurt now, but the Cloak of Shadows. Leo Silva, thank you for the sub. Mining is slowed down. This is more levels, more XP. Mountain King waiting for possibly one more Stormbolt. Footmen are here. Huge Expo harasses. And Happy is finding kills. It's not that it's only suffering on one side. No. You don't want to be employed by any of these players here. If you're a peasant. Or an acolyte. What the freaking wipe. 40 has been playing more and more Mountain King in various matchups. And here he shows why the king is at home on Terranostant. Absolute bloodbath on both sides. Shadow Priest, just for healing. Happy has no impale at the moment, but he's very close. He got it now. He's dead. Not again. Level 5 TP. Woo. Boy, oh boy. GG. Happy can't get the kill. Taps out 7 minutes. So what I said about Hammerfall is true on Terranostant as well. That was so much damage in such little time. And the level up saves him from being killed there. First 40 dodges the impale on Lost Temple. And now the level up prevents him from that impale kill. These are some 50-50 moments. We know for years that Happy despises Terraner Stand. And here's why. These kind of games. Pretty exclusive. Didn't see you way back. Like, you have the choice to cut Happy some slack here for that tap out, right? You have the choice to play ghouls or fiends against a level 5 Mountain King. Yeah. Or you decide to walk a marathon on razor blades. That's like the same level of fun. And scores type 1-1. Now, after the Fortitude map, we go to the Happy map. We walk between the extremes. But if you can create close matches here or even steal one of these early maps, it's gigantic. That staff into clap, dude. It's a Mountain King on Terranos. You should expect it. Because it's been played against Night Elf for decades. But yeah, I mean, he hit him so hard there. He prevented level 3. He got his own Mountain King to level 3.8 or something. He got the freaking cloak so he can hide. Brilliant. Best outcome. Best outcome. That was so sick. That was so sick. And this is exactly how we want our grand final to be. The next map is Northern Isles. I look at the lobby. 40 says go. Admin is asking, Happy, go? And Happy says no. Still applying Band-Aid. We got a clip from the save. Dude, the level up. That freaking level up. Would love to know. Wait, how much HP was there? 120 on level 4. And then he gets the level up here. I guess he would have lived. How much HP is he getting here? 100. He's getting 100 HP. And he town portals on 94. Wait, but you don't get the full HP, right? You get max HP, but not actual HP. Or? Does the level up cancel the stun? No, I think it's just that close. That shouldn't be. No. You get the full XP. You get the full HP. You do? You get actual. Yeah, you get actual HP 2, but in percentage. Yeah, you get max HP, but you get max HP and then a percentage of that, right? It's 4 strength. Wait, does no one know? Where are some smart people? Ay. I can't believe I'm saying this. Pato, Starbuck, help us out. You get HP as strength increases. You get the raw HP. It's absolute. Oh my god. Then he gets 100 HP from the level up and he town portals on 94. Bro. Oh, he gets 3. Wait. I confused it. Cause... Wait. Next game coming up soon. There was a little break. So, I'm at the Crypt Lord. It says 30... Oh, you don't see it. Okay, I was confused. You're right. I'm at the Crypt Lord right now with the mouse. It's 33. But the Mountain King, switching now, is 34. So he turns up to 37. And that's 75 HP and not 100. Okay, and then he portals on 94. And that's just 75 HP. So he would have lived without the level up. But that just tells you how close it is, man. Just basically one attack. Just one attack. Next game, 45 seconds. Buscones, thank you for the sub. What was the additional armor? Yeah, that's another question. Yeah, I thought he jumps from 33 to 37. But it was 34 to 37. Thank you guys. That was a great combined effort to come up with the solution. Yep. Yep. You know what won the game was Cloak of Shadows? It was the decision to go for Mountain King. It was the staff. It was the staff timing. It was the clap timing after the staff. It was the big mana potion. Like, without the big mana potion on the left-hand side, that all doesn't work. Without the timing, that doesn't work. Without the big steal on the level 5 creep, he can't get the level up. Like, this is so many things coming perfectly together. What a sequence this was, dude. Jesus Christ. Plus the cloak, of course, in case I didn't mention this yet. It's time for map number 3. Happy takes the W on map 1 Lost Temple. 40 strikes back in incredible fashion on Terranar Stand. And now I am 1000% sure, because I looked it up, that this is Northern Isles. We're down to a best of 5. And oh, what a match. Northern Isles can be won by both. It's not as one-sided as a Terranar Stand is. No Pally rifle. Now the question, will we switch to Lich? 40 will go back to Archmage. Very sure. Everything else would be a huge surprise. It's about happy. 50-50. Maybe 60-40 in favor of Lich. There he is. Okay. So his hero switches are mostly then map dependent instead of playstyle dependent. And then we have the good old game. Then, next question. Focus on level or focus on expo? We've seen both variants in the past few weeks. It felt like focusing on a crazy fast level 3 to 4 creeping on the Lich is the solution. And we thought that, and then came 40 and 3-0'd Happy. So that theory was out the window fast in the span of 3 days. So now Happy is back to faster expansions that are a bit more fortified. We've seen more double Nerup towers out of nowhere.
A player's forces are under attack.
And kind of the same goes for 40. We've seen everything from instant expo to run across to level 3 creep routes and super late expansions. I just checked the clip frame by frame. Level up heal is definitely not absolute, only healed the MK by 19 HP. Thank you. Always something new to learn in such an old game! Claws +8! Oh boy. This is so much damage in an early game. And this can terrorize Happy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Love the adjustments by both of the players. 40 reads Happy's creep routes, knows that he's creeping here for the expo, but he's also, like a human creeps with militia, creeping with ghouls here. And that's oftentimes either herd ghouls that he can pick up or an item that he can snack. We will see this later on Hammerfall, I'm sure. So that level 3 Lich doesn't work. We see a Nova, and that just shows you how much of a threat he thinks the Archmage is. But also we were on full mana, so let that mana regen kick in to not let it go to waste. Creeping at the same time, multitasking by both players. This is a very demanding series. Every XP counts. Archmage level 3. Lich defense mode. So far only one Nerup, and 40 is playing one base, by the way. He teched. No expo.
Danke für den fast winking face.
Great to see you. Yo, Stempel with 10 euros. Glad you have fun, mate. Glad you have fun. Happy? Not so much. Expo cancelled. And this is huge because this is a rifle cast push and this is timing dependent. And every single second you can shave off of Happy's timings is on your account. It's been incredible tug of wars as for many, many, many years. One base plays. Fantastic footman position. One base plays were doomed against undead, as they also were fast techers. And then you just fell into a tier 3. But with this expo play by Happy, there is a chance for a rifle timing. And we've seen it many times. Concealed Hill, 40 was the one to bring it back. And he's just not stopping with this push. Archmage has no staff. Gotta be a bit careful to not waste his town portal early. Lots of attention on the water elemental. He's out. Expo killed twice. Trying to block, trying to surround. Happy needs this! Can't get it! If he keeps the town portal till the push hits, that's a lot of gold. The echo wall. had holes in them. And so far, this is all 40. He sent the ghouls to the 6 o'clock. He only read it now. This is not good. And this is not a happy tech. This is a second necropolis. 40 is picking up momentum. Boom. Third cancel. And the push is yet to come. The push that's designed to kill an expo doesn't even have a target. Lich has a Sobi mask though. On top of Dark Ritual. It is basically level 4 now. With the exception of like the +4 int. No deny, I guess? 3.9. The Lich is the only thing that keeps happy in the game. Absolutely is. And now there's a threat with a hammer in its head. No shop here. Mountain King has a lot of hammers to work with. Is he willing to dive in deep? Doesn't seem like it. Cool reinforcements, acolytes coming in as well. Happy trying to bait the Mountain King in, but can he even secure him? Rifles coming in. Water Elemental so strong. Happy is trying to go into Fiends with the graveyard up, but Mountain King has 3 Stormbolts. Here's one. 40 plays it careful. Ziggurat cancelled. 40 turns the series on his head in 14 minutes. GG. Happy didn't see the rifle push. Build order win. How rare that is in Warcraft 3. "20 minutes ago, we were celebrating Happy and the undeads were jubileeing. 14 minutes later, 2-1 Fortitude. On Happy's first losers map. Isn't it incredible how 40 shook off that loss on Lost Temple like it's nothing? Like it doesn't even matter, as if it's a warm-up skirmish game. And then he comes back with full force. But man, he sent 3 ghouls to the expo blind. That's a tell that he had no idea what's going on. Worrying for the Happy fans.
Thank you for the stellar Sunday afternoon entertainment and all the years keeping Warcraft 3 relevant. Go 40. All the best from Sarah and Ivy.
Oh, you sweeties! Open Indie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are following us for such a freaking long time. You are pretty much the only content I have on my Blue Sky feed. Glad that you guys keep us informed about what's going on in the indie scene. Open Indie is an indie game podcast. Go check them out. I put the link in the description because they're sweet souls. Merandi, thank you for the gift sub. Once again, Twitch has a little bit of a thing going on where for every 5 gift subs, they add 1 or more on top. And we got a lot of bonus subs yesterday. That was freaking sweet. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Ivy. I gotta trigger my inner Happy fanboy here now a bit. Happy has to turn the series around. And he is playing... Like, I praised him yesterday for all these great things that he applied to the games against against Infi. I don't really see that today. It's like, that's his solution versus human now. I show my guns. And 40 had an entire day to come up with stuff. Game up. Springtime. It's a best of 7, guys, but if 40 wins this, Happy has to defend 3 match points. I want to shout out Happy's stability, regained stability in those clutch moments. While this has always been one of his strongest assets, he lost that a little bit in the past couple of weeks and lost a lot of deciding maps, like Game 5s, Game 7s. In the lower bracket, though, he withstood the pressure from Infi and Life with his back against the wall with 2 match points to be defended. But maybe he's just tying it up. The 2 greatest players of Warcraft 3 on this planet on map 4. Can 40 take another 3 maps in a row from Happy as he did in the Dolphin Cup? Or are we getting our tied up series? We're going back to Crypt Lord. We are going back to the winning strategy of Lost Temple. Springtime, I'm so glad that it finally finds its way into the Asian map pool. It's almost the standard now. Was introduced quite some time ago, but it's been there, but not very prominently. And now it is here, and it's super cool. Shout out Save Orcas. The map where we have an unprotected expo that nobody ever takes. Except Ido, who's a madman. Shout out to Ido. But very competitive. It has this cool idea that this green camp and this green camp together is level 2, but this is a contested camp for both players. So we'll see where this goes. Both have been playing this map since DreamHack days a couple of years ago. So definitely familiar with that, but Happy dodges the middle, doesn't want to engage into an Archmage, allows a free level 2 without any skeleton or beetle harasses, just focuses on his own expansion. Crazy viewership, by the way. I love to see this number.
A player's forces
Absolutely fantastic. And 40 is not going towards an expo. He is going straight into the base. Couple of players were fooled by that recently, but Happy is in a way better position to be able to defend at home. But can he defend at that expo? Which expo? It's not there. Nothing to attack. Patience is the virtue. 40 has to make a call again if he wants to expand or not. And he should. Otherwise, the tech would have started already. And he'll be catching up with that level 3. This is a tiny, tiny item though. So in that regard, it's not that meaningful. And he's trying to poke holes into the defense, but there's a reaction here. There's a big reaction here. And also gives Fortitude the information that the Archmage is somewhere else. Another momentum shifts a little bit. But there will be constant threats towards the Haunted Goldmine. It is time for Happy to enchant that.
Forces are under attack.
Woody's looking for prey. But no... Oh, is there some deconstruction work? Ooh, Happy took a little bit too long at that creep spot, but no commitment by 40 just yet. Archmage, boot staff. Happy had the chance to see this. I'm not sure if he did. Trying to establish that wall. Happy's Iron Curtain, so far it's up, but there's a hole now with the Ziggurat gone. Oh, this is gonna be close. Water Elemental, block, needs to surround, keep it away from range. That's it through. Water always finds a way, especially Fortitude's Water Elementals. And that is the cancel that he worked so hard for. Unable to surround the Water Elemental here. Not sure if that's the deciding factor, if the Footmen could have done it by themselves. But now it's time to make this as expansive as possible. Hunts it again. Gets the kill of the Water Elemental. And now what did the ghouls do? I see lots of corpses, but it's mostly creeps. I see some hurt peasants, but it doesn't matter too much. Happy he doesn't have level 3. Doesn't have a staff to double down on this attack. The ghoul retreats were amazing versus colorful in the lower bracket final, and we need that again. Happy now, level 3, but at home. First tower up, second tower coming. There was a big debate in our YouTube section, by the way. Very, very cool discussion. Love everybody was involved. If that second narrow tower is good or not. I think it is. I think it's has big impact over a necropolis or something that you would build at the same time. I think this offers so much damage mitigation. If you do it well, I think it's worth it. And you need the Ziggurat anyway. The wall is up. The footies. Oh my god, the wall. He can't pass. Oh, you can pass with another Water Elemental. It's only one. Impale. More damage mitigation. Footman falling. Can the Acolytes hold? There's a, he would love to have a second layer. Footman breaking through. It is so close. Water Elemental can pass. It's gone now, though. Footy's falling as well. 40 is throwing a lot onto that Haunted Goldmine, but now it can be repaired, and now the Water Elemental damage isn't that crazy anymore. That Haunted is burning, but it's standing, and what a defense this was! He experimented with this on Concealed Hill a week ago, and now he's earning the rewards for that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, wow. I guess this is the future. I guess this is how you defend against human. You shall not pass. Holy. Ironic that a Chinese might be defeated by a wall. But it's a long way till then. Yeah, you can lock the Water Elementals on top of it and get around, but then it's only one instead of two and the Footmen coming in. Or can't get in, only one or two. This was freaking great. And that's also where the second Ziggurat is obviously helping. To have that anchor here.
A player's forces are
It's
under
amazing. That's amazing. That's the level of play we have accomplished. Archmage needs a perfect surround here. Oh! Forcing a town portal here, or just the staff cooldown would have been so good. No pressure on the Haunted Goldman anymore. 40 is tacking, Happy is tacking. Last it goes to Happy as well. Scroll of the Bee, Scroll of Healing, Impale again. Get out of my creep camp, my dude. Staff now should work fine. And that's the next attack. Happy has no TP. He has the gold. And similar to Happy, who was attacking 40's shop on Lost Temple, we see the same game here. Archmage still. The staff is on cooldown. Almost a perfect impale. What a thing of beauty. Fiends are here. No defend. Good damage output. Beetles are falling. So are the footmen. Happy is getting some momentum here. As 40 has to retreat. Otherwise, it's too many losses. And a too high level Crypt Lord for the majority of the game. More Fiends streaming in. More. Merlin, 4,000. Thank you for the sub. Impale indeed. Happy the Impaler gets rid of a lot of footmen here. Kills his own ghouls. Sacrifice for the greater good. Slaughterhouse 1. Slaughterhouse 2. Maybe. Wait. He's not nailing that surround. Dashing through a lot of mana. But with his gold, he should be able to afford it. Next attempt. And TP out. Okay. What's happening on the other side? Because 40 needs to ramp things up. This is an improvement from Lost Temple, where at some point in a very similar state of the game, he lost that Archmage to an Impale. Here, not the case. Can save the money. 2,000 gold! But that is prior to all the production buildings, so he will spend like half of it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy is ramping up a huge attack. This is such a throwback almost, and such a change of meta for Happy. He's going from crazy army compositions with Fiends, Gargs, Statues, Destroyer, Banshees, Necros, to Ghouls into Fiends, into Destros. Boom. That has to work. And 40 needs towers. Oh, another TP. The Impales are god tier. But there was a potion. Wiggles through. Footmen still see some value with their shields up. But they don't even have that shields up. So it's the big suffering of the footmen. Mountain King is here. Weird situation. I don't think any of the players expect necessarily a fight here. Mountain King kind of surrounded, but will hammer his way through. Coil. Mountain King. Hold on, you want to be on the field. You need to save him somehow, but you can't. The coils are great and the Mountain King is dead. Ooh, Happy. Important wins here. That's a town portal that 40 didn't want to rebuy. That's... oh, Archmage. What the hell is he doing? Second TP. Just running back in there. And Mountain King benched. This matchup is so much about levels that having an MK dying at this stage in the mid game when you have that level face ahead of you, that's rough. That's really rough. So Happy is going heavy into Fiends.
Go Aurora Truffle Swine less than 3.
Aurora Truffle Swine, dude. Oh, FIFO. Always a pleasure seeing you in chat, mate. Thank you. Fortitude sees a lot of Fiends and counters it with a lot of Knights. That would usually force Happy into going for Banshees. The hard counter. 40 is... the 2k bank is gone. But the Banshee transition takes a long time. But Crumbs with the gifted sub to Truffle Pig. Is that the first gifted sub that doesn't have butt in them? In 2,538 gift subs? Probably.
A player's forces are under attack.
40 no TP close to level 5. Happy, double mana potion, DK support, Lich out. 40 is walking a very tight rope. Claws plus 8 is back. Unfortunate timing, I guess. Wants to have this a little earlier, but damage is never useless. Close to 4,000 viewers, Pog. Let's freaking go, guys. Break the 4K. Break the 4K. Because these players deserve it. A-bombs. A-bombs. 40 rebought a TP and he will probably need it. So A-bombs are not that scary. They're a relatively average unit. Disease Cloud is amazing. But in terms of stats, they're not that great. Banshees offer so much. Here we go. Very important fight for the mid game. Impale goes through. It's very good against Knights. Kashmir's Mayor, thank you for the sub. Staff up there. We only have one step, so that's the only Knight. Happy with the body block in the heat of the moment. Trying to get the statue. Knight still falls with an Impale. Mountain King in trouble against the Holy Light. Paladin far to the back. That's amazing. Mountain King, though, has the TP. Exposes the Paladin a little, but no more nuke. And another Knight falls. This takes away the majority of Fortitude's army. And now I would love to see Cannibalize for these A-bombs. It's a quick upgrade. You can afford it. And so much healing. But I mean, the statues are kind of doing that as well. And Disease Cloud is working on the back of this. Can be negated a little bit with Scroll of Regen, but it slows down the Scroll of Regen. That Lich is level 3 already. Jesus Christ. It is cannibalized. Great minds think alike, my dude. Great minds think alike. I told you Happy is watching the streams. What can 40 do to turn this around? These armies are relatively one-dimensional. Now we add the caster spice on top with the double temple. And that should be the knockout punch for Fortitude. He's not set up to fight Banshees. Now this is where things... Town portal traded. This is where 40 has to show... Oh my god! Then he can type GG, I guess? Paladin knocked out of his shoes.
Neo the Prophet. EHM neutral Neo the neutral prophet, of course.
Yes, of course. Thank you, mate. Ticho with the 200 bits. Yeah, Pally needs level 2 for Divine Shield. I mean, it's obvious at this point. The nuke is nuts. I was about to say, like, we need the strategic genius of Fortitude now, who did claw back from desperate situations. The supply is more or less even. And Knights do hard counter Fiends, but these Knights can also be stopped by Impale for a long time. DK Lich combo is crazy. Banshees on top. It's not getting any worse for Happy here. And 40 can't take the fights anymore. It's too much meat. It's too much damage. It's too much nuke. It's too much. And there's no static defense here at all. So, brute force attempts by giving up parts of his main base. Constantly trying to chip away at these shops. Oh, this is an invite for an Impale. Crypt Lord stopped for a second, but there it is. And now slap a Nova on top. The Shredder explodes into 1,000,000 pieces. Mountain King down to 50%. Paladin doesn't provide the healing. He needs to. Where is he? He's not even in the fight. Archmage caught. Nuked into oblivion. Good old Coil Nova. Game over. 2-2. That was a desperate attempt by Fortitude for sure. But happy showing Fortitude. Happy showing Fortitude. This was a stressful early game once again. With Expos being cancelled. But the defense, the wall. That's the play, is it? That is the play of the game. Acolytes, ghouls blocking the way. Footman can't go through. Water Elemental was blocked outside of range as well. He was able to lob one over, but that wasn't enough damage at that stage of the Haunted Goldmine anymore. And then with the stable Expo, we went from there. And I kind of like... You know, we talk a lot about power spikes in Warcraft. And to go from Fiend Statue Destroyer to Banshees takes forever. There's a power spike void. And that is usually the void that Fortitude uses to get his own tech up and to get his levels, because you're left alone for such a long time until the Banshees are there. So we plug in the Abominations into that power spike void and keep map control, I guess. Even though Abominations aren't the best unit in the game. These guys are so far ahead of us, it's nuts. Next game, 1 minute. Get your subs in to skip the ads. Support at backtowarcraft.com/support. We're doing this for 302 days straight, every single day, for more than 10 years. Every support is appreciated. Every dollar that you could put into fireworks for New Year's, you could put into Back to Warcraft. It's a way better bang for the buck. Oh, the score crashed. Game's too amazing. Now 40 needs an answer. What were the flying machines for? Great scouting. And if you signal flying machines, this kind of takes away the option to go for destroyers. And you don't annoy your neighbors with Back to Warcraft like fireworks would do. Well, that's debatable. Especially, I heard from meeting various community members, especially girl or boyfriends are oftentimes annoyed by especially me when I'm yelling at the top of my lungs about
laughing face.
Orcs fighting elves. I apologize that you have to suffer through this. Thank you, Florzen, for the €5. Take a break, buddy. Not now! Not yet! We have a grand final to cast. Two. The map is Hammerfall. I talked about Hammerfall a bit when the map was actually Terranistan. Now the map is actually Hammerfall. And still stays true. These games can be over quickly. 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. We've seen it a lot. We've seen it a lot. Dude, my stepmother is waiting in the willing form while I'm watching this upstairs. Warcraft 3 final greater family. For this one day. That is true, my dude. It's true, my girlfriend even said your face doesn't match your voice. Because my casting is so great, eh? Anyway, finals. Let's go. Crypt Lord. More Crypt Lord. That kind of kills the chances for a Dreadlord. Which is a tad sad, but you can definitely understand Happy to continue going with the Crypt Lord. Because it seems like 40 has way, way more issues with the Crypt Lord than he has with the Lich. He plays perfectly against the Lich. He perfected anti-Lich plays. And this is why it's so important for Happy to switch it up. But then he picked the Lich and lost the game very
Amazing
decisively.
grand final.
Vampire Crabs, thank you. Trippy it is. We've seen it a bunch now. And then Expo. Fortitude with a faster Expo this time. At least with a faster Expo creep. And no chance of a harass just yet. Crypto too slow for that. And he has to focus on his own Expo. I guess we have to analyze maps now by how easy it is to build these undead walls. So this is built here, so nothing can slide via the close to the forest into the Expo. So you have a wall off here. And more time to intercept Water Elemental's footman here. Run by, intercepted. Oh, 40 is Tekken again. There is no Expo. There is no Expo. There is no spoon. It's the Northern Isles play. 40, second time rifle push. And now, Happy pulled the ghouls back. He saw, oh, you're level 3? Oh, you're pushing? To my main? That tells me something. He got it confirmed. And now it's a different game. Now Happy has a lot more information a lot earlier. So, how do you prepare for the rifle push? Whoever wins this map has match points for $13,700. Expo cancelled. Or did he even start? Doesn't have resources anymore. Did he just distract for the footman to cancel that Expo? Tech. First time in forever. And now it's 40 who doesn't read the tech. And he didn't cancel. And he didn't cancel. And he didn't cancel. Okay. Desperate.
A town is under siege. Players' forces are under
Very interesting setup now. 40 doesn't have an Expo, or both don't have an Expo that they really, really want. Happy knows that 40 is on a timer, because undead one base works better than human one base. Good snipe. Every ghoul that's falling here can't be used in the defense. Footman saved, footman saved, footman saved. Put a scroll on these guys and we're fine. It's not the first time that Happy doesn't cancel his gold mine. We've seen it quite a few times. But I mean, you gotta multitask so much in these games. But yeah, you can't blame him. Great disengage. Just when the Mountain King is coming, pull back into safety. Let your tech work for you.
A player's forces
He did
are
cancel?
under attack.
I watched the replay. Oh my god, the legend that is Thorzane. You wonderful soul. Nice to have you, mate. Impale coming in. Mountain King wants the item, gets the item. Ring +5, way more tanky. But that rifle push is not really picking up, right? This has to do a lot of damage at the moment, but it doesn't. Happy starts the defense at the expo. In the middle of the map. Uh-oh, rifle surrounded. Perfect 4-point surround. And there's no pally to save him. Happy forgot the ult. I can't take to tier 3. It's been a long day, everybody. These guys have been gaming for 4 hours. And Happy seems a bit overwhelmed. There is a chance, like... Even though it's great how he executes the fight, maybe the balance between micro and macro is a bit off right now. No cancel on the gold mine, no alta, tech delayed. And with that, it's such a tiny thing.
A player's forces
It's a building missing, right? But it's such an important building because he doesn't have the DK when he's hurt with the Crypt Lord, and you need this altar to tech the tier 3. Still, 40 on the other side can't break through the defense and can't lay the siege to Happy. And that gives Happy time because of his amazing micro to iron out these mistakes. What the hell? Oh no, I'm not talking about the cancel on this map. I talk about the cancel in general. That happens more often recently. So you gotta level that DK, huh? Without tier 3. Is this push still working? You gotta cancel the tech. You gotta hold on to the tome to get the potions. And the Crypt Lord does get the potion, but the DK! Oh boy! Impale to the rescue! But he's still stuck! He's still surrounded! Gets the big potion, but can you even break through? Fiends are there late, both undead heroes so hurt, but the Archmage is stuck as well. Who's stuck with whom? Needs more time, needs more damage. Statues are there, healing the DK. Mountain King out damages this. Impale, everything stunned. The Footman, there's a hole! There's a hole, he gets out! Oh my god, the save by Happy is crazy. And now 40's army is suffering. So is the Archmage. Time for an Invo Potion. DK marching forward, could be caught by a Stormbolt any given moment. Fiend falling, statues in trouble, both of them. Archmage needs another nuke. Stormbolt to the face. We gotta coil up. DK dead finally. Couldn't throw the coil anymore. Echo's not in for the block. Archmage alive. TP's out. Wild scenes on Hammerfall. And the push is somewhat still up, but without the heroes. This is mental. Mountain King is here, but he needs mana. So are the priests. Archmage is far, far, far away until the shop is here. I don't think he can't even heal. Can the Crypt Lord's might be matched? Is he maybe stuck? Where's the DK? He's coming. Level 3 Mountain King. That is such an important coil in a second. DK diving straight for the front line. Coil up. Mountain King has another hammer. The tug of war goes on. But 40 is suffering. Happy is down to very, very, very low supply. Still tier 2, mind you. No orb, no lich, no destroyers, nothing. Tier 2, tier 2. 3-4 units about to die. He didn't get a region scroll. He couldn't. Happy holds. Barely, but he holds. incredible sequence between the two.
Player's forces are under attack.
Incredible sequences. So! 50 food for 40. He's still alive, but oh my god, does he need healing. And if he's being caught here with an impale, GG next. Happy has 7 acolytes, use them for creeping now. Tech has finally started again. And with tier 3, Happy cannot be stopped. Creep check. He wants the big turtle as a sacrifice, a fiend for it. Book of the Dead. There's a lot of this. There should be Dispel, right? With the Brilliant Aura? Yeah. So this item is mostly gold for the trades. Acolytes blocking. Nice heal scroll before the impale. Otherwise things could have been dicey. Happy has no TP. He only has a staff. When the Acolytes are suffering. And 40. Wow, this Mountain King is cleaning house. Happy has very little. He needs to sell this book and get an army.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pit stop 40, giving Happy time to get home. It felt like a bit unnecessary to go this far out on the map. Last ditch effort. Tech is halfway. Keeps the book. For quite some time. Fiends, mighty exposed. At least the one of them. Impale. Again, dude. Frame these impales. But the fiends are suffering. And 40 is still fighting. The rifles. Unit of this patch. Whether with a paladin or with these pushes. DK is surrounded. He struggled hard to get the kill before. And now he's stuck! DK dies for the second time. Way faster. Happy's out. Fortitude with the last breath. Happy exposes his rear. Once at the red spot and 40 is right there. Look at the value graph plummeting in 40's direction. There was one loss too many. Not the item he needed. And he cannot be stopped. One more. For yet another grand final win for Fortitude. And that is now very worrying. He had information about this push and he couldn't break it. That was Fortitude's map. He's supposed to win this map. Expo was cancelled. I like the Swift tech. I think that was the right call. But forgetting the altar.
Wishing the entire Back to Warcraft team a great 2025 smiley face.
My dude! Big Chakan! Thank you for the 30. Thank you. Absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Forgetting the altar is not allowed. It isn't. Otherwise, we have a whole different game here. Otherwise, we have a tier 3 Happy defending. With Lich, with Orb, with Destros. We get our next game in 3 minutes. This could be potentially the last game in a tournament, in a major Asian tournament in 2024. It is how it started in January. 40 greater Happy. that would close the book on the rise of 40. Sign it. The year of 40. Front to back. Front to back and all over the world. In Xi'an, in Dubai, and online.
Go happy. DL carrion swarm all those workers dead skull.
Exactly. Sanet's Mazel, thank you. So now, how often did we talk about Happy losing his killer instinct when under pressure? Many times in the past couple of weeks. He just couldn't seal the deal at some point. I don't want to say through, but missed opportunities in very important maps. And this clutch factor just wasn't there. But it's a similar story than yesterday. Against Life, against Infi, same story. He has to defend 2 match points, and his opponent is playing great. And he's a bit outmaneuvered, and it's not a perfect game. This will bug him. Not playing perfectly is, I think, the worst thing that can happen to Happy. And now you gotta brush this all to the side. And take it home. Back to back. Oh, this is rough. And you can't get triggered either. That's also rough. Easy to get triggered when you think you held it. And you think you did well. And you think you have some time to breathe now. And then disaster happens. Match points, Fortitude. King of Dubai. King of Dortmund. The king of the Dolphins. Has all the chances in the world now. Happy facing another defeat. Something that he was not used to seeing. It happened once in a blue moon. In the past 5 years, but 40 leaves the game. What? Okay. Something was off. Okay. Equalizer. GG. 20 seconds. Maybe 40 wasn't ready? I am as confused as you are. Game of the year? Okay, we re-hosting. 40 is, I think, restarting War 3 Champions. Not sure. Not sure what happened. Some technical difficulties. Maybe, you know, psychological warfare. Stop Happy from starting the next map. Take some time. But yeah, usually you would do that in the lobby and not in the game. Something was up. This usually never happens. Both good sportsmen in the past couple of years. As long as Happy has his pillow, everything's fine. It's actually kind of crazy that he bought himself a travel pillow after what happened in Shia. That's actually really funny, to be honest. So he has his own noise cancelling headphones now that he wears on stages. The yellow ones, everybody loves them. Now he got his own travel pillow. That is a wild story. Map stays the same. It's not started. I really hope there's nothing more serious now. Ooh, this will probably annoy Happy. This will probably annoy Happy. Time for Shin Kong to sell his shrimp. Fortitude is back in the lobby. Ooh, how much pressure. For years and years and years and years, Happy was the player who dealt with pressure the best. So many players got close to a victory against him, especially Foggy, also the Law Lions, the Moons. But whenever there was match points against him, he knocked them down. And then there was game 5 and it got brutal. Because nobody was a better big bout player than Happy. Things have changed. Game is started. In 3 minutes, we're ready to go. Happy has to do this with force of will. And he has to play perfectly. Like, I think this is what the series and also the last series at Dolphin Cup established. If you want to win against Fortitude, you have to play perfectly. That goes for Happy here, that also goes for Lin. And mistakes like forgetting an altar is like, no. You can do that in like round of 4, round of 6 maybe. But not here. Gotta punish that brutally. The way they read each other is, by the way, wonderful. I think they have very different philosophies about the game, by the way. For the very stability based, Happy definitely tempo and aggression whenever he can. But whatever they do, they're the best. $80 seconds. To be fair, 40 also has to play perfectly versus Happy. Yeah, for sure. Otherwise, he's losing 8 workers and that expo never comes up. Happy's earmuffs are not noise cancelling. They are 3M Peltor Optime 95 industrial earmuffs. And those don't cancel noise? How do you know the brand, dude? What the heck? Those are good earmuffs? They cancel noise too, aren't they? I mean, that's what they do. So if it's canceling noise, it's noise canceling. How much are they? How much did he invest? Doesn't say on the homepage. Doesn't say on the homepage. But the game is up. It's still match points. Put this nonsense talk to the side. The stage is set for one of these iconic happy turnarounds. If not, 40 is cementing his status as the best Warcraft player in the world. A status that he earned in January in Dubai versus Happy. Is this their last dance of 2024? Or will they have an encore? After a little reboot, we are ready for match points Fortitude. Upper right hand side. By now, the favorite. He who came through the winner bracket, eliminating everyone in its path. Goes for an Archmage, no Mountain King, and Happy sticks with the Crippy. Sticks with the Cryptor. No Pally Rifle. Happy's Lich is benched. He played a lot more Lich versus Infi when he was kind of mixing. Seems to have faith in the Cryptlord. So this could very, very, very well be another rifle push. But then, if Happy doesn't even go for an expansion right away, he had a lot of time to think about this now, right? Seeing that 40 is going for more one base. What if he plays one base too? Both are fantastic at scouting. Best of their race by far. But they have to double down. This could be anything from another tier 1 Expo war to 2x1 base tech race. Love that we have so many options in Warcraft now. We do have a skull. This could just be creeping. So Happy has already improved from their last series, where it was a 3-0. But this is way more back and forth. And then it's about making the least mistakes again. Okay. Creeping the Expo doesn't mean we go for Expo. Footy confirms it. Beetle confirms this. Any Steelers in the house? Denied by the creeps. That Footy also is in no position to do anything here. A little bit of extra mana on Happy's side and Expo attempt. And the Footy sees it. And that will make the Archmage move across. Keeps the Militia here. And this is what the ghouls are supposed to do. Terrorize the human economy. 40 has a little bit of a defense up. We have a staff. Not yet. Boots on the Archmage. But no staff. Sweets around. Happy gaining momentum. 2.7. Ghouls in position. And Archmage with, I mean, increased mobility. But no staff mobility. Ooh, close to getting the staff cancelled. And now he's here. And now he's ready to terrorize the workers while buying time for his Expo while creeping. 3 actions at once. Scout tower down. And we're looking at the bottom right if 40 is teching or not. This map is where the rifle pushes started. Like a year ago. Oh, another kill. Happy strikes back with a vengeance on map 6. It's a sweet $9,700 difference between rank 1 and rank 2 in this tournament. Of course you gotta give it all.
A town is under siege.
But Archmage is here too now, with the staff. And an Expo can always, always, always be cancelled. Close at the finish line. Stutter stepping, cancel. And the deny. Grande Warcraft. Grande Warcraft. Archmage though. That's around sticks. Question is for how long. In the meantime, Cryptlord is back against the workers. He will cause some harm here. Still trying to fight out. Still trying to find out. He's blocking himself. I think the Archmage is kind of free here. He is. And ghouls are sacrificed. And the boots are lifesavers. And now maybe Fountain. 40 still intact. We're back to square one. We're back to Lost Temple. We're back at Cancelled City. And is it now Happy who attacks? No. Beetle Boy at home, but Happy. So many losses! He wanted that Archmage to use the town portal. And instead, he fed him up to level 4. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Good creep camp. Awakening. Tech! Here we go. Happy abandons the second base and goes for the tech. We have been asking ourselves, isn't that always the answer? Shouldn't you be less stubborn? Because this is gonna happen over and over and over again, especially with more water elementals here. And maybe he's gambling a bit that 40 is going for the push again. That doesn't work. But yeah, this has to be a pretty sick destroyer bust. And now he confirms it.
A player's forces are under attack.
We are still working at that human base, and that should give Happy a little bit of confidence. Oh, these pauses make me uncomfortable. Fortitude's expo is certainly delayed. Tech will be incredibly late. Oh. Cryptlord has nothing to heal. And Footy's water elemental still on his heels. Sparrow, legend. Thank you for the 46.
A player's forces are under attack.
But this also means that Happy has no room for error. Expo started. Footman in the base. Well, this is an important tech building. Very important tech building. Without the graveyard, you're nothing. And he gets it cancelled. No feed, no slaughterhouse, no statue. Did this just break his neck? He took out the essential part of the tech tree. Maybe with Happy expanding, not that essential. Maybe he saw that coming. He is rebuilding the graveyard already with hurt water elementals. Happy is already looking for plan B. But 40 has the next answer ready. Happy is fighting tooth and nails. But sometimes that's not enough. And again, the timing is so good. Archmage far, far gone. It's just Footman that he can get with that impale. It feels like 40 is always one step ahead. It feels like 40 is outmaneuvering him every step of the way. It doesn't really matter where he attacks. He gets the W's.
A player's forces are under attack.
Classic 40 play now. Zeppelin. He doesn't need a shredder, right? He's just Zeppelin dropping. get that tier 2 expo instead of a tier 3 tech. This doesn't work. It shouldn't work. There's no fiends. There's no gargs. How many times can you cancel an expo? Crippy is here though. Impale, nuke, on the ghoul. Zeppelin micro by 40. Is he like toying with them? Is he like flexing? There's no mana for another impale. He's trying to nuke so hard that this is another cancel. He doesn't even have to go for the TP because the Zap is there with no anti-air. And yes, of course, with 50 HP, one coil could end the Archmage, but there's no mana because he threw it on a ghoul instead of the DK. Instead of the Archmage. He wanted to staff, but DK saw it. 40 is outperforming him hard. At the beginning of the year was blood, sweat, and tears that you had to sacrifice to all of the gods to even win a map against Happy. And now he's styling on him with the Zeppelin. We got the Gark up, so this nonsense has to end. But it's just distraction. That Zep is empty. And Happy feels scared. One base, tier 2. No bank. 40 is somewhat ahead in tech. He bought so much time. So much time. And we're at it again. Uses the gargoyle now to cancel some healing. Criplot in position, but apart from that, there's nothing really. He got 6 ghouls and a Garg. That's all he got left. And the dream of an emperor reclaiming the throne. Look at this. This would have never happened a year ago. The dream of the emperor back on the throne, I think it's getting less and less realistic. Things are evening out a little bit at least. Dragonhawks, not a good unit in general. Takes out a Garg for sure. That's about it. And now it's 2 base, tier 3, tier 3. .40 couldn't cancel it anymore. All timings are very off now, of course. This is not streamlined anymore. This is improvised. This is how a Warcraft game can go. Ghouls decimated by Water Elemental, Stormbolt, of course. And Happy is sacrificing his DK levels to keep the Mountain King low. DK in trouble. No way out, really, is there? Archmage, counter nuke, trying to force a TP. Staff, Mountain King. Got him out. Nice sequence by Happy. He's taking risks, but nothing is not calculated. This is not madness crazy fights just yet. We can scale this up. The great story of Happy 40 is unfolding on Concealed. Happy must win. We get the Lich, we get Frenzy. Triple Aviary. Well, I said Dragonhawks aren't a good unit. Oh my god, Griffins are. You need incredible kiting. We don't have any spots for a Dreadlord, of course. Has to be Lich. Crippy is back. And of course, the Crypt Lord loses value the more air units there are, because he can't attack them. DK? Wait, was that a trap? We got an impale. Let's go! Trying to force another TP, but has to use the coil defensively, not offensively. For the Fiends. This could... Forces a town portal, wants the Griffin up. This could give us some burrow... Wait! That Griffin wasn't part of the TP! Ouch! Oh! Oh! Both breaking upkeep. Are these the final stages of the grand final?
A player's forces are under attack.
Slowly but steady, Happy is getting momentum, but he needs solutions to Griffins. Is it just Fiends? It can't be just Fiends. And he doesn't have the resources for Banshees, who are amazing with Curse and Anti-Magic. And Crypt Lord is level 5, but you can't impale anything than heroes.
Player's forces are under attack.
Robe of the Magi. More mana, always appreciated. Happy gets the other dragon. That Vamp Aura would be good for Gargs, but you don't want to play Gargs when you don't have a Dreadlord. It's just... It's so many Fiends. 2-0 upgrades. No upgrades yet on the Griffins. He's just ignoring Banshees.
Player's forces are under attack.
5-3-2, 5-3-2. Neck and neck. Both are aiming for an attack, but Happy is a little bit faster. Only Fiends, of course. It's the classic Happy run-bys, trying to dash out as many kills as possible against the workers to lower the economy. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets out here soonish. He wants the Skull of the Beast! Committing! Okay, Militia is coming in. Impale must be locked and loaded, going for the Paladin. Coil at the ready. Mountain King level 3, huge asset, of course. Now he's getting out. Feels like a bit of a wasted Skull of the Beast. Loses one Fiend. Oh, the Coil just hit barely. Odd decision making. Bit shaky.
A player's forces are under attack.
That scroll will never come back. And now it's time for Banshees. That will take time. Happy's lumber is still so low, he can't even queue an adept upgrade. Inventory is emptying out. No TP. Double invuln though. Double invuln. Very important. And we don't see an invuln on the other side. 5, 3, 3. Still so even. Desperately waiting for the temple. The first Banshee is already a big win. Because Curse cannot be dispelled with this army. Are we going flybys? Is he just going for the echo? We have web. No towers. Happy saw this, I think. But how can you prevent this gold mine from dying? Can you even reach? Oh yeah. He built a maze, but he knows the way out. Sick prep comes in, Ghoul suffering, and lumber is low already. Destroyer for the vision. Love it. Oh, and the Fiends want to make sure that there's as much web as possible. Destroyer, of course, also against the Zeppelin. And Happy is buying time for the anti-magic shell. Anti-magic shell is all you need, and that a lot, of course. Want the Banshees out for a little bit, but 40 wanted to do a play, and Happy shut it down. That's not normal in this series. 40's plans oftentimes worked, and the risks that he took, they paid off. And oftentimes in these matches between them, a third human base is the knockout, is the win condition. We don't see a sign of that yet. So there's certainly a switch of pace for 40 noticeable
Players'
now.
forces are under attack.
Both have double heal scrolls, but the clock is ticking for the Banshees. You don't necessarily need possession. It's a nice bonus. And prep for the late game. But 2 Banshees only. I think heavier Banshee production would have been better than Master Upgrade.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shade, amazing. And we do this again. Destroyer sees it. Gotta get the Fiends in position once more. Tension is noticeable. Oh, how much damage one destroyer can do. Yesterday, his destroyer Garg-esque harass versus life won the game. And now one destroyer secures the transition time. And now 40 is insecure. And 40 is indecisive. Because his things don't work out anymore. What's the next step? Casters. And now 40 is the one who needs time. Oh, you shouldn't give Happy time. No, 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 you shouldn't. The main bases are empty. 21 minutes. And we gotta optimize our army. Mountain King, super tanky, very smart. As I said, you gotta step up.
Players' forces
You gotta
are
step
under
up your
attack.
scouting. And Happy did. What's the X factor? He's out of position. He sees him now, but it's too late! Oh, Happy asleep on the wheel for a second. Did he not see him? Archmage TPing out. He was applying anti-magic. Okay, got him, got him, got him, got him. All good. Whew, that could have been way worse if not for TP. More workers falling. Breakers coming. Attack upgrades coming. The third one. More defense for Happy. But anti-magic, man. Anti-magic is a tough shield to crack. This fight will be of biblical proportions. Happy has a backup acolyte even. More upgrades too. Yeah. The first calm moments, right? In this entire grand final. The first time where we're actually just chilling a little bit. Where there's no push, where there's no timing to be hit. Where we're just transitioning, mining, banking. How much gold is left? 4-7, 5-8. The next fight is for $13,000. Roaming water elementals, try to track everything. Happy with the shade, trying to see some movement. Both must be covering the middle as well. Are we mining this out? 40 is still optimizing. Why is there no burrow is a very good question. Is that an oversight? There's no reveal. There's no gyro. Three breakers. Okay. Gyro, no, must be a gyro. An earlier gyro could have shut down that destroyer, by the way. Ooh. Gargs versus Griffins. He sold the Vamp Aura. Gargs. Is he the genius? Or loses him the game? Usually I would yap about Necros, but with Breakers in the way, you don't want Cripple on your unit, so that's fine. He could have outcasted the Breakers maybe, but it's hard to do. Yeah, Gyro Scout. Happy's moving. 40 doesn't have flak cannons right now. And only one Gyro. There's still a lot of damage coming from Griffins though. 40 has to make the first move. But 40 is way more effective in mining right now. 7 gold versus 4. An old FFA lesson. You only want to be at 100 when you want to fight. Dogs are hidden. 40 doesn't know.
Player's forces are
Another FFA thing. Happy for years. For half a decade. Had the best decision making in Warcraft. Is that still true in December 2024? He saw it! The Gyro's getting punished for it, but he saw it. Instantly slapping down a second workshop. Oh, 40 needs time. Oh, 40 needs time. How much time is Happy willing to give him? Marching across immediately. Pulling the Gargs. Pulling everything. 100 supply. This is gonna be pure chaos. At the moment, he can't produce the Gargs. The Gyros, because of the flak cannons. Happy needs to hit so hard now. Water Elemental is coming, but 40 flak cannons are up. Flak cannons are up. This is it. It's either game 7 or 40 wins Don't Force Me Cup. Happy doesn't have the 3rd armor upgrade. Shade gone, of course. 40 only has 80 food. Gargs tear the Zeppelin apart. Oh, Happy. Oh, give us game 7. We're hitting the main where the army is kind of stuck, trying to bait Fortitude out. There's no blizzard, by the way. Arcane Tower falling, that opens up this entire canvas. And ooh, can he intercept the Gyros? I don't think so. Here we go. Fighting position is not that great for Happy. A lot of stuff is blocked. The Gargs trying to reposition anti-magic, of course, amazing. Versus Griffins who only do magic damage. It's all about the Gyros now. Utter chaos in 40's former main base. But this is looking good for him, I think, in his own base. Archmage so healthy. The Banshees are getting taken out. Now the Fiends are finally connecting. We need more anti-magic in this. Supply neck and neck. Mountain King in trouble. Hold on, the ready. The Gyros prevail. DK in trouble. Level 4 might be going for Death Pact here. Level 5 on the other side as well. Curse everywhere. The few breakers can't really do too much with it. Happy is taking momentum. Going for the MK. Holy Light at the ready once again. More Griffins falling. Statue Happy has to retreat, and this is of course a lot easier to maneuver with the air units that 40 still has. Neck and neck fight. Both are still mining. Are we just resetting that fight? No TP for Happy, obviously. Crypt Lord almost useless, but one more impale. Nah, it's impossible. No mana anywhere anymore. Lich in trouble. Coil so far behind. Here we go. Mountain King. If he can be nuked, that would be grand. Paladin far to the side as well. This is the epic fight we wanted! Crypt Lord down with an invul potion. Hammer to the head and trophy to 40. He's inches away. He's inches away. What can you do? What can you do now, Happy? All odds against you, but the Fiends are still strong. The Lynch is gone! And that should be the tournament. It is! The Alpha and Omega of 2024 is Fortitude. As in Dubai in January, in Xi'an in July, so online in 2024. We have a new ruler of the world of Warcraft 3. And his name is Fortitude. Kudos to Happy. He did a lot. He did a lot. He worked hard to make this a closed series. To overcome the 3-0 that must have hurt
B2WGGB2WGGB2
in that must have hurt in the Dolphin Cup. But the winner and best player is this very man. Not the crazy outburst of emotion this time. Defending the Dolphin Cup title in Don't Force Me. $13,000.
因为是最后一盘，都不敢上啊。
He is
你
him.
们发现了没有？
And he cannot be stopped.
谢谢 MG 老板的火箭，
There
谢
we
谢我
go.
J 老板的火箭。
That's what we want to see. Nobody can stop you.
谢谢我派老板的礼物。比心，比心，上面有雷了，么么哒。
No
谢谢
Cajo
海盗老板的礼物，谢谢。
No
巴米老板的
entry.
礼物，谢谢哗啦啦下一刀老板的礼物，谢谢简诺老板的礼物，谢谢安吉的礼物，谢谢五星笑老板的礼物，谢谢猫儿的礼物，谢谢。
No colorful, even though the Night Elves got close. And no Happy here today.
比心。
Oh, storming into Fortitude's base. I mean, he had to, right? There was no other option.
上面有雷了，捍卫中国。
If he's not doing that,
五倍义不容辞。
if he's not doing that, there's a million
百
gyros.
分杯刚夺冠 ，Q 强杯刚夺冠，哪有人可以一直夺冠的？
And if he goes into the base, the Fiends are mispositioned. Brilliant retreat by Fortitude.
哪有人？
Fishy, thank you for the 5.
我们这个大炮之夜，
He is the ruler of the freaking world.
针对我的人族练了几天，碰上我状态不好，我一样能赢你。
Ruling over Dubai, ruling over Xi'an, ruling over Dortmund,
最后一波还有100人口，换做别的人族来能赢吗？
and ruling over KK and War 3 champions.
我那波飞机还没出来。
Oh boy, oh boy,
谢谢
oh
我
boy.
点滴老板的嘉年华，感谢我点滴老板。比心，
All the emotions, man. All the emotions out.
么么哒
It would have
老板都
been
背
so classic if Happy just re-grabs the throne at one point at the end of the year to keep that chapter open, to come back when it's needed most. Oh man, how many years have the humans struggled? And he brought him back. He brought him back with a crazy work ethic. Show match after show match after show match after show match. And he got better.
牛不牛逼？
He got better with every match
还有我这个县亚赛，再要这个县亚赛，我更起飞。
until he overcame he who was not to be
80打
overtaken.
100，优势在我。这个阵型的把握，全国的使用，圣国的加血，参军的秒英雄，你尿了吧？你尿了吧？这个阵型的把握是那个天规。
Yeah, would love to get translations as well. It might be a little hard.
十九拉开在圣国。
God damn it, dude. He was always somewhat up there. Top 4, top 6.
我每天晚上都睡不好。
Even in 2015-16. But the leap that he took in the last 1.5 years
午觉都睡不着，为什么？ 一直在思考，脑子就
To the
没
top
停
of